What's up guys, it's Missy. I am back with another SimCity build-up video, and this may just be the most important contest mares video yet, okay? If you have seen all my other videos on the contest mares and you are still having trouble, this video may just be the video that answers all of that for you, okay? Now, I'm going to be very, very clear here. I'm going to be giving out the answers to this test in this video. Do not cheat. If you want to really learn, don't cheat yourself. If you cheat, then, you know, the only person you're really hurting is you. Okay, so if you have not already been given the opportunity to take this test, pause this video. Okay, I'm going to actually kind of scroll here for you. For those of you who would like a copy of the test, it is on our Facebook page. Pause this video, go take the test, see what you've learned. But I will say this, before you take this test is hard. And it is designed to make you think. I want people thinking outside the box. I want people to answer this the way I would answer it. If this was handed to me, what would I say in return? What would my answer be if this test was handed to me? Okay? The answer may not always be in the multiple choice. That is the only hint that you will get. I gave that same hint to everybody. And I'm going to be honest with you, my top 2 students, they failed. Okay? Now, I know why they failed, and I knew they were going to fail before they took the test. Now, that is because I see their weakness. Just like I see a lot of people's weakness because I train people every day. This test is designed to show you where your weaknesses are. Okay? So do not cheat yourself by just listening to the answers and then submitting them, because honestly, I mean, it's not like you're getting a real grade or any kind of prize for doing good on the pretest. It's more or less to show you what it is that you're lacking. Now, I'm going to scroll down this test so that you're able to see it. You can pause the video, answer the questions, and then proceed on and watch the answers and see how well you did. So this is question number 1. Okay, so this has been on your screen the whole time I've been talking. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down number 2 here. Let me move my bubble there. This is question number 2. So you go ahead and pause the video and write down your answer. Question number 3. Four. Number 5. There's only 10 questions, by the way. But this test is hard, okay? So I want you to really, really think. And I want you to think back to everything I've taught you guys. I want you to hear my voice when I'm speaking to you in my videos. All the Contest of Mares videos that you've watched me talk about, I want you to take everything that I have told you you need to get the answers and apply it to this, okay? Now, this one here, wait, no, is it this one? No, okay, it's not this one just yet. Hold on. This is number 7. It's kind of hidden underneath number 6 here. And then we've got number 8. Okay, let's see. Now, number 9, you guys, I just put out a video where I talked about rotating tasks. Now, if you have not yet had the opportunity to see that video, you may want to watch it, but I'm going to give you in brief what a rotating task is. When you look at a list, you will see something like the main tasks that stand out. Like, let's say you open up your list and you've got like an upgrade 3K, like a Tokyo flight for 3,000 points. That's something you know you're going to do, right? Okay. But let's say that you have something further down the list that you know you can do, but you're not going to do it right now. That is a rotatable task. That is something like, it's not something I'm going to do in the near future, but if I get stuck into a jam, it's something I can do to open up a place. That is what a rotating task is. And you can have multiple rotatable tasks in one list. And if anybody has not seen that video, I highly recommend you watch it because it will make things a lot more clear for you as far as when you should do those rotatable tasks and when you should not. So that is number 9. That's the hint that I have for number 9. And then number 10. Okay, so we have like I said, I have this test available on my Facebook page. If you would like to submit your answers to me on Facebook via Messenger, I'm more than happy to grade it for you, or you can do it through this video, and it's pretty much going to explain everything anyway. Okay, and you'll be able to tell how you did and where you're lacking in your ability to do the contest to mayors. So how you did on this test is going to show you what you're doing wrong and why you're struggling. Okay, so let's go back up to the top. And the first one is actually a pretty easy one. I started off with an easy one. Which task is a non-premium task? Okay, so let's go. First off, let me just make this very clear to you guys. What I'm teaching you has nothing to do with the game. And if you haven't seen that yet, that's part of the problem. Okay? I'm teaching you how to find an answer. And you're looking for the answer, and I'm trying to teach you a technique. That is where the miscommunication is. Okay? I'm teaching you how to be a critical thinker, how to think outside the box. And you're too focused on what's inside the box to focus on how the shit got in the box. You see what I'm saying? Like, you'll understand once we get through this. So here we are, and it says, what task is non-premium? So that's pretty simple and straightforward. I'm asking you which task out of these 4 tasks is the non-premium task. There's no hidden message here. There's no trick question. There's nothing. So Tokyo flight, is that non-premium? And that is a premium task, okay? It can be worth 3,000 points. Residential, 2,400. Can this be worth 3,000 points? No, it cannot. An upgrade residential in general, like maybe a Paris upgrade, sure. But an upgrade residential regular home, as stated right here, cannot be worth 3,000 points. This is your non-premium task. Launch 1 VU, that is a premium task, and war deliveries for 2,500 is also a premium task. So the only non-premium one here in the list is B. Okay, so the first one is B. So if you got B, give yourself a star. Okay, setting the scene. Now, many of you guys have heard me talk about this in my videos thousands of times. I have talked about what information is required to get the answer that you should have, right? Like the correct answer. Setting the scene. This is a level 24 player. There are 3 days and 12 hours left in the contest, and he has 30 tasks remaining. Which option is the best? Did I ask you which option was the best? I did not. I did not say that at all. I never even asked you a question, actually. I just said setting the scene. How many of you noticed that? I never asked you anything. So that would require thought. So now that you've looked at the multiple choice and you've went upgrade Paris, upgrade Tokyo, and you've looked down this list, you get to the last one. This is different. Why did I put that there? That is a clue. It is a hint. A critical thinker would pick up on this hint and they would say, what's different here? Why did she put that? She never put a question mark and she never asked a question. She said, setting the scene, level 24 player with 3 days left and 30 tasks remaining. That is a statement, not a question. And I said, what is your first observation? That was where the question was. But nobody noticed that, did they? The question was in the answers. And the answer was in the question. It's a headfuck, isn't it? But it's meant for critical thinkers. Somebody who can look at this and go, she didn't ask me a question in the question. And she gave me a hint at the beginning of this video when she said, not all of the answers are in the multiple choice. Remember that little hint that I gave you? Okay. What is your first observation? Now that I've given you this hint, you're just probably beyond confused at this point, right? You're probably like, what in the hell is she talking about? Now I'm really lost. Okay. Let's go back to the statement. Setting the scene. What do you need to know before you can give an accurate answer? What is missing? What is not here? What do you observe? If somebody handed this to me, if somebody messaged me on Facebook and they said, hey, Missy, I'm level 24. There's about 3 days and 12 hours left, and I have 30 tasks. Can you tell me which one I need to do of these? And let's just say this was a full list. I can't answer that. They did not give me the information I needed to accurately answer that question. Right? Why? What's missing? The league. What league are you in? I can't answer that. There's no league here. I mean, your answer is going to be vastly different if it's Metro, if it's Mega, if it's City. Now, how many times have you heard me say this on my video? How many times? And the fact of the matter is you're not thinking. You're not really thinking about what you need to do here. So if you're somebody who got this answer wrong, then, and I'm assuming a lot of you did, then that is where you're having trouble. You're not looking at everything. When you're making your selection, you are not looking at everything. You're going straight for the answer. That's what you care about, getting the right answer, and you're focused solely on the list. You're not focused on everything that has to do with the list. You're not going through it like I do. And I'm going to show you, there's a surprise at the end of this video. You watch. Remember when I told you that my top 2 students failed? Well, one of my students that I've never even had trained, it's the first time they've ever been in my training course, they've watched all my videos. They fucking passed this test with flying colors. I was literally blown away. I was in shock. I'm still having heart flutters. I was genuinely in shock. I did not expect anybody to pass this test, much less with flying colors. And I'm going to show you his answers, and you're going to see what exactly I'm talking about here and where the problem lies. And this test is meant to teach you what you're doing wrong. Okay, so use it as a learning experience. Don't use it as a beat down. That's not what it is. It's meant to show you where you're lacking the most. Okay? So right here, if you got this wrong, you're lacking in the sense of you're not really analyzing everything. And this could be even if you're playing your own game. You may know what league you're in. You may know what test question it is or whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is you need to be able to answer. If you want to play on a pro level, you need to be able to answer what is the correct choice under any circumstances, not just your own. Okay, so if you're looking at your own game, think about if you weren't looking at your game. Think about if you were to restart and you were to be on a level 22 city or something. You haven't leveled up just yet. How would your answers change? What would you do differently? What can you teach? What can you bring to the table? You're not really thinking outside the box here. You got to really think. Okay, number 3. What do you do / need? Now, after the lesson from number 2, I want you to pause this video, okay? Given everything that I've said, and I want you to stop, and I'm going to give you another opportunity to redeem yourself here and answer this one correctly. Okay, now you're back. You're unpaused the video. What is the correct answer? And if you gave me any answer on this list that's below in the multiple choice, again, you were not listening to me and everything I just said was pointless. How many of you picked something on the list even after I just spoke? How can you possibly pick something on this list? I have given you no information. You don't know what level this person is. You don't know what league they're in. You don't know anything about it. And if you look very closely, I said, what do you do / need? That was a hint. What do you need? Why would I put that there? Why would I put that there? Because you don't have the information that you need to figure out the answer to what you should do. How many of you caught on to that? I would really hope that at least half of you guys caught on to it after our little seminar, a little bit, right up in here. Okay. What is the correct choice? You are in Mega. You have 55 tasks remaining and 5 days left, and you are level 24. Now, what we know here is we have the city level, We have the tasks remaining. And we are in Mega. And we have the time remaining. So right here, we've got all the information we need to accurately answer this one. Okay? So you're in Mega. There's 55 tasks, 5 days. So it's the beginning of the contest. You're 5 tasks in, and you're level 24. What do? You have a Latin home, 3,600. Tokyo flight for 1,000. Upgrade for 2,400. War booster for 1,000. Upgrade regular home. And a war attack rare card for 1,000 points. What is the correct choice here? If you picked anything besides number 1, A, upgrade, you need to cancel. That's what the first move here is. It is too high. There's no other high value tasks in your list. It is the beginning of the contest. You have a really good chance of getting something better. If you were to allow this to sit along with the other upgrade that is also in your list of high value, you risk not being able to get another high valued task, right? Now, given the fact that you still have, if you look at this list here, you have earn coins, war booster, those are out of the question. Upgrade regular home, you have another upgrade sitting there. So you've already got 3 upgrades in your list. Okay, you're not going to cancel that one. That one's too low. The rare war card, sure, okay, let's say you were to do that, but you still have 3 upgrades in your list worth 2 worth high points values. You can't afford that, not this early on. You have to cancel. That is your correct choice. Okay, moving on. What is the correct choice? Level 20 in Mega, 4 days left. Okay. Level 20, you're in Mega, you got 4 days left. What do you do? Well, what do we know about a level 20 player? They don't have golden tokens unlocked. That's what we know. So, upgrade regular home for 1,600, but we don't know if they're camping or not, right? So, no, we're not going to touch that one. Then we got VU repair for 2,400. The monster for 1,000, which we know we're not going to touch. Keys for 1,200, we know we're not going to touch that either. Earn coins and war booster, we're not going to touch. Cargo is 1,200. We don't touch that unless it's 1,800 or unless we absolutely have nothing else rotatable. Epic for 800 is a rotatable task, but it's pretty low. And then we've got an upgrade Paris, which again, no. So the only real option here would be to clear that 2,400 VU repair. It's of a high points value. It's sitting in our list, and we need to get it done, right? VU repair is the correct answer to number 5. Now, why were the tasks remaining not important here? Because of the days remaining, right? So because there's 4 days left, it really doesn't necessarily matter how many tasks are left, because even if they had 60 tasks remaining, they still have plenty of time to complete them all. So first off, if you notice that there was no tasks remaining, kudos to you. You get points for that, okay? If you notice that little bit of information. But I'm just giving you a little hint as to why that was not important to put in this area and why it did not need, it was not a requirement in this case because of the time remaining. Now, if the time remaining was, let's say, 1 day, then the tasks remaining would have been very important, right? Because if you got 30 tasks remaining with 1 day left, that's going to change things drastically on what you would do. Okay. So now you're on to number 6. What do you do and choose? Level 24 in Mega, 1 day lift, 19 tasks. Okay, so now I've given you the amount of tasks, the amount of days left, the level, and the league, so you've got all the information you need once again. What do you do? /choose. Okay, so you've got glass, but you've got 19 days left. Do you really think glass is a good idea right now? Probably not the best idea. Chemicals, but again, 1 day left and 19 tasks to go. Okay. VU repair is pretty low, but it's quick. It's still pretty low though. And you're in Mega, and you kind of want to win, I'm assuming, right? Now, I never said if you were going to do tickets or not. I don't know. But if you want to do tickets, that's going to make things even more problematic, right? So we really actually have two options here. An answer if you were only doing the 19 tasks, and then an answer if you were doing the 19 tasks plus tickets. But did you even notice that tickets should have been considered? I did, but did you? And that is where I'm trying to teach you to think like me. That is the things you need to look for, okay? So earn coins. This task, if you were to do quick, fast, easy points just to get them done, let's say you were to do tickets, earn coins would be in play here because you've slacked off too long. You're not going to be able to finish that many tasks correctly on time. Not correctly and accurately, okay? Now you've got donuts and smoothies, but smoothies is higher than donuts. And you're in Mega. And they're actually faster than donuts. But you probably didn't think about that. You better have thought about that by now. Now you've got tables, and you happen to have those ready. Okay? That was a little trick just to kind of throw you off. It's not worth enough points to even mess with. Not in Mega. Not right now. Not with all these other options. So then you've got the Epic for 800. Probably not the best idea, right? So what is your option if you were just to do the 19 tasks? Smoothies. That would be your best option. Okay? But if you were talking tickets and tasks, it would be earn coins. Okay? Now, I know I am expecting a lot out of you guys with this. Remember when I said this test was hard? I really meant that this was pro level. If you are getting these right, you're doing great, dude. Like, you're gonna do great. You're probably somebody who's winning every week too. You know, I was like starting to really wonder if anybody was learning anything here. Okay, what task is premium? This is a pretty easy one. Okay, earn coins, is that premium? No. Beach? No. War deliveries? Yes. Monster? No. VU repair? No. War deliveries is the premium task. C is the correct choice. Okay? Number 8, which do you choose? Level 24, in the Metro League, 1 ticket left. Time remaining doesn't matter. You have 1 damn ticket left. You're in Mega. You're level 24. Which do you choose? If you picked anything besides coins, you are incorrect. Why on earth would you pick anything besides your highest possible task? It's your last ticket. Right? So you wouldn't normally do coins, but it's your last ticket. You're trying to add as many points as you can. And that one's sitting 250 higher than war deliveries. And 150 higher than the launch war attack. So why would you not do the coins? You're going to add the most points possible, right? Okay. 9. Which tasks are your rotating tasks? Now, earlier we talked about this. I had mentioned that rotating tasks are tasks that you would do, but only if you were in a jam. So something like a really low tape task is a rotatable task. A monster 1K is not a rotatable task. A war booster for 1,000 points, again, not a rotatable task. A war deliveries for 3K, that is not a rotatable task. That is a do it right now, you idiot task. Okay? So, which ones are your rotatable tasks? So let's go through it. Upgrade war card. You're not rotating that for anything. You're doing it. And you're doing it right now. Right? Okay. Launch 1 VU. That is rotatable. It's pretty low. So I would consider that on hold for now. That's a rotatable task. VU repair. 2400. That is something you're going to be doing right away. Right? Latin upgrade. That's not rotatable. That's cancel status. If at all, ever touched. But normally you wouldn't cancel anything that low. You would actually cancel it if it was 3K or higher, right? Epic, that's rotatable. It's not something ideal. You know, you don't want to have to touch it because it's really low value. But if you get stuck in a situation where your list is full of non-premiums, low non-premiums, you're going to have to do that to open something up. Shovels, very, very low, but definitely a premium that could be opened up. So that is the next one. And smoothies is your next actual task. So Epic, Launch VU, and Shovels are the rotatable tasks here. Okay? Number 10, what is the correct choice? You're level 18, you're in the City League with 20 tasks and 2 days remaining. Okay, so what do we know here? Level 18, what does that tell us? You don't have silver tokens unlocked. You don't have golden tokens unlocked. Okay, you're in City League. So what does this tell us? Why is this important? What do we need to know here? Mega League is something that we would spend cash on. Like we would do flights. We would do the best we can. We would use war upgrades. We would do things like that, right? But this is City League. We have 20 tasks and 2 days remaining. So we got plenty of time. Paris delivery is out. We're not spending our good hard-earned cash in City League. Are you kidding me? Especially for a non-premium airport. Cargo. That's absolutely in play, but we're not going to be spending cash on it. So we're going to put that on hold for now. Now we got gold keys. That's quick, it's fast, it's easy, and it's the most points on your list. Okay, that's definitely a good go-to. So let's keep going. Earn coins. That's fast and easy, but it's worth less than gold keys, so we know that that's not it. VU repair. Fast and easy, but again, not worth as much as the gold keys. And then the launch 1 VU, again, not worth as much as the gold keys. So what do we know here? Gold keys is the correct answer. Okay? So if you failed miserably, that is where you need to focus. Which ones did you fail? My guess is it's probably going to be the ones that required a lot of thinking outside the box. That is where you are lacking. You're not looking at everything. Okay? Now I'm going to show you guys something so that you don't feel completely discouraged, that there are people out there that do listen to me, and I was shocked. But hold on. So I had Shang, CPT, Garden, and TK. And TK did better than the other 3, but she still did fail a couple. The other 3 they passed about half of them, but the ones that they failed were the critical thinking ones, the ones that required a lot of thought, okay? Because they were focused on the fact it was multiple choice, because they weren't critically thinking on what was really going on. And I don't want anybody here to take this test and feel bad or feel like you're an idiot or anything like that, okay? What I'm teaching is not easy stuff. This test was designed to show you what you're doing wrong. So if you are at the point where you're really understanding it, then you're going to do great. But if you're at the point where you still need help and you're still learning, then it's going to show in your answers. Now, this person, Sydney, he is in my group, and he just started my CoM training course this week. Now, he's watched all my videos, and I did not have any clue that he was doing this well. These are his answers, and I'm going to read them to you guys, and this is what I was looking for. Did I think I was going to get it? To be honest with you, no, I did not. I was absolutely blown away when I got his answers, and he should get credit for it because he did really well, okay? No, fuck that. He did excellent and blew my mind, and I'm going to read you guys his answers, and this is what I want you guys to be able to do. And you can do this if you really focus, okay? So the first one he got right away was residential upgrade. And number 2, he says, I can't actually choose anything because I don't know what league you're in. Can you do upgrades or not? Is 30 tasks with tickets? Or if you have tickets at all. Okay, so right there, he made the observation that he didn't have enough information to accurately answer that. I never even gave him a hint for anything. And he knew right away that he could not do that. Now, right here, he says, number 3, depends on what level you are, what league you are in. Are you able to do upgrades? Remember number 3? I didn't put anything down. I just gave you guys a list. Right here, he's saying, also, if it's the beginning of the contest, I would check if the monster is there. But I would start with the war card and prepping shovels. Of course, the monster is not there. If the monster is not there and you can't do upgrades, then at some point you would have to cancel both of them, but not right away and not both at the same time. He's going through this list of things and he's making this huge analysis. That's exactly what I do. That is exactly what I do, and that's exactly what I'm looking for, and that's exactly what I'm trying to help you guys learn how to do. This is the answer I was looking for. Somebody who really is looking at stuff, thinking, and breaking it down. Not just looking for a simple, oh, there's the answer. Anytime anybody ever asks me anything, I always say it's much more complex than that. It's not that simple. I can't go there. Trust me, okay? All right, 4. I would cancel Latin home upgrade right away, especially that it is the beginning of the contest, so it's better to do it now than leave it sit because it's the beginning of the contest. You'll be able to get those points back later. Great. 5, level 20 in Mega. Okay, so there's 4 days left. I don't know how many tasks are left or if you have tickets, but from this list, I think it's obvious that in both cases, Repair VU will be correct. It's over 2,000 points and it has to be done. There you go. Okay, cool. Number 6. This one is tricky. Okay, since it's the last day of the contest, you have 19 tasks left. Once again, I don't know if it's with tickets or if you have tickets at all. But in this case, I wouldn't change anything. I would go with earn coins. It's fast, it's easy points, and it comes back really quick. I would also do the VU repairs with it. Excellent choice. Now, remember when I said there was 2 good answers? He missed the smoothies part, but he didn't know if that was with tickets or without. So he did really well, you know. War deliveries, beach is higher, non-premium, and the rest are non-premium. So right here, he didn't just answer which one is non-premium. He broke it down. He said war deliveries as the answer, and then he said beach is a higher non-premium, and the rest are non-premium. He made the attempt to explain that. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else did that. Nobody. I'm blown away. Like, really, though. Like, he really did a good job. I give him a pat on the back for that. Now, number 8. He says earn coins all the way. Last ticket, you want to get the most points. Excellent. Perfect. Somebody's listening to me. All right, number 9. Let me break it down into rotatable tasks you'll do right away or tasks you'll focus on first, like main tasks in parentheses. Or whatever you call it. Work hard. Do it right away. Premium, easy, 3K points. So right here, he's doing what I do. He's just breaking down the list for you. Launch VU is tricky since it doesn't appear often now, so I would consider it as rotatable because it's not something that you should focus on right away. So right there, he got one of the rotatable tasks right away. Now he says, repair VU. It is rotatable when it's lower than 2K, but in this case, I would consider it as a main task in this list because it's over 2,000 points. Again, A+. Upgrade Latin. This one is tricky as well because I don't know anything about the level. League, for instance, if you're level 24, you can't do another upgrade, then most likely it would be a task that you would cancel at some point or maybe not. Depends on the situation. Epic is rotatable, but I think it's risky and it shouldn't be your first pick for rotation. Shovels, yes, rotatable. There you go. So right there, Epic, Shovels, and the Launch VU were the ones that he said were rotatable, and he made a point of saying that the Epic was the least rotatable choice. Like, out of all 3 of those, you would pick that the least, and he makes a very good point to say Shovels, yes, rotatable, and he screams it, meaning out of these 3, this would be the one you would want to do. That is what he means when he does that, okay? That is something that you have to learn to pick up on. Okay, smoothies. I think this one is one of the hardest because yes, it is rotatable, but it's also worth 1,800. You wouldn't let it sit long, and probably it would be your 5 to 10 tasks. I don't know how to explain, but you basically know when it'll be done because the game will try to drop your average after about 3K tasks in the beginning. So basically what he's saying is within the next couple of tasks, you're for sure going to be doing those damn smoothies. It is below 2,000 points, but it's considered a main task, and it's kind of on the verge of rotatable, but more on the verge of the main task. Yeah. Exactly. Perfect. Okay. Now, number 10. I can imagine the way you would look at me if I chose Paris. Yes, exactly. No, but because it's City League, we shouldn't even consider tickets here because it's a waste. I would go with keys. Easy, fast points. You don't need anything spectacular in this league. It all depends on how you want to play in this league. Even if you want to win, do not waste cash on flights. If you want to just get promoted, you can just do a launch 1, and after that, do the keys. The amount of possibilities I have in my head, I just saw the cargo. Don't know either way, but don't do it either because it's a waste of cash. So right there, the keys. Yeah. I mean, this right here was perfect. I could not have asked for better. I couldn't have. And what did he do differently than everybody else? What was his answers compared to everybody else's answers? He broke it down. He looked at everything. He looked at every question and he analyzed everything. And that right there is what you're doing wrong. That's the key. So all this time I've been making all these videos for you guys and trying to teach and teach and teach. And I've drilled this stuff into your heads about everything that he's saying here. Everything he's saying, I've said in my videos about, oh, well, you wouldn't want to do this. And, oh, well, in this league, you're not going to use tickets. And, oh, you know what I mean? How many people are listening to that information and taking that in? This is stuff that goes through your head when you make your selection. And if it doesn't, that's where the problem is. Okay? If you're breaking your list down in your head the way he is right here, you're doing it right. But if you're not, that's where the problem is. So if you did as good as him, pat yourself on the back, really, because you've done excellent. If you haven't, then you need to go back and really rethink the way that you are answering your list, okay? You have to break it down and look at everything. Now, I hope this helps you guys to understand what you're doing wrong. I specifically designed this list to be hard. I wanted you guys to really see where you were lacking, what you were doing wrong. I can sit here all day and tell you guys, pay more attention. Look at everything. Pay more attention. Do this. Look at that. And the bottom line is, are you? Are you really? You know, when you look at your list, are you really breaking it down the way that we are? Does this go through your head in this detail? If it doesn't go in your head through this level of detail, that is where the problem is. Okay? Now, hopefully, like I said, this helps you guys. Let me know in the comments section if you did good, if you did bad. Be honest. You know, just be honest. You know, don't be a poor loser. Don't sit there and think, oh, I'm such an idiot. Just take it as a learning experience. Be like, you know what? I failed miserably. I should have done better. And you're right. I'm not focusing on everything. And if I would have stopped and really looked, I would have seen all this. But you were so focused on the multiple choice, even though I told you not to be. I told you that the answer is not always in the multiple choice. I gave you a hint. I even gave you guys hints in the questions. You have to focus on the analysis, the breakdown, the process, the technique, and the answer will come to you. Stop trying to look at the answer and have it come to you, and just go through the process, go through the technique, and the answer, you won't have to question it. You won't have to go, oh, is this it? No, because it'll be the only one left after you go through everything, right? All right, you guys. Good luck. Like I said, let me know how you did. I really want to see how you guys are doing.